Hello YouTubers, today we're going to be doing a serious review on how to build yourself a perfect botting hdin. So that's me going to just go into the game, show you the gear and what else that the Hammerdin's got. We're going to go on hell difficulty because this build is more than capable of coping with this level of difficulty. And as you can see, in this corner here it says difficulty hell. We're on, the Pandemonium Fortress, the standard place where you go Act 4. And as you can see, this character's level 98 with an F load of experience. It was almost full, but I died a few times, which sucks. So yeah, let's go and show you everything that I've got. I'll start off firstly by talking about the gear, because that's what most people are interested in. And like I said guys, this is not like my other videos, it's a serious guitar and Diablo review. So yeah, this is the kind of shit this kind of build can find. You can get yourself life, bow GCs, shadow with 6 dexterity, lots of high runes, 7 MFSCs, you get them every single time you do this build. And lots of gold as well. I've got 300,000, that's the lowest it usually is. So yeah, let's start with the gear. And the merc's gear for a start. He's got an ethereal sacred armour fort with 4,000 defence. And as you can see, it's 134 life, so that gives me 1.33 life per level, which is 1 off perfect. The best is 1.5 life per level on that. It also gives 30 to all resistances, which is perfect. As you know, it varies between 25 and 30. So picking yourself up one of these would probably set you back about 6 HRs, I'm guessing. This is non-ladder, and I used to play on ladder, but I actually did buy some gear online. Next we've got an Ethereal Andariel's mask, which is obviously, as you know, the best mask. And if you look at what I've got, it's -4 fire resist, because my jewel actually gives fire resist. But not only that, but my jewel also gives a little bit of faster hit recovery and some increased attack speed, just to make my character just that little bit better. And if you look what else it's got 29 strength, which increases the damage of your merc, 40 minimum damage, enhanced damage, that was partly what I got in the jewel as well, and 2 all skills. I don't know if that affects the merc. It used to in an older patch with the bow mercs, but not anymore. As for the enhanced defence, 136, I'm not sure about that anymore. I know that's quite, it seemed low, but maybe it's higher, I can't really remember. It's been a long time since I've done these reviews. Insight, this is a must have. You know that most mercs will have this. You might not have an Ethereal Colossus Fulge, but you will have an Insight for sure. Just basically means your mana can never run out really with a Hammerdin. You can teleport about the place and cast hammers indefinitely. And this is quite a good one. It's level 14 meditation order, I think 15 17 is perfect actually. This is actually quite a low one, but it might be low in meditation order, which is pointless because you never run out anyway. So the meditation order doesn't really matter anyway, because you never run out of mana when your merc's got an insight on. Especially if this is a bot in hdin, this is the important thing. People will want a 17 meditation aura, and they'll often pick this over a different colossal vouch because it'll have maybe my one's got more enhanced damage than yours, and I've got low meditation aura. People will pay less for that, which is quite foolish because for a bot in hdin you never run out of mana, and the enhanced damage is really what you're looking for. So as you can see, this gives 800 damage, and if you look at my merc, 6k damage. That's not his best. If you look at his buffed up damage, you can really see how powerful they are. 12k damage, 2,282 to 12,368. He's got 6,000 defense. He's got 85, 80, 75, 75 for his resistances, and he's got lots of strength, and he's level 98 as well, same as me. Going back to the roving cattleman to talk about my gear, we have... Basically, I've got 4,410 life, and I've got 643 mana, but my mana doesn't matter because I don't run out, so I'm using a bull cathos and a sodge. I put the bull catho on because I felt as though I was high enough level to really benefit from the life. Plus, I don't really need the mana. Like I said, I run out never. I've never run out of mana, even with the 14 meditation or insight. Arachnid spiderweb, as you can see, 120 enhanced defense, perfect. You don't get any other variables on that belt. And my BK is obviously 5% lifesteal per hit, which is perfect. I'm using Chanscar's chain gloves because I would normally use the gloves that give 40 to life if I was PvP, and that is, but because these are perfect, 40% chance of getting magic items, I would use these because it was a bottom hdin and I didn't want to lose too much MF. Originally I was using 60 MF Wartravs, but I've changed them to Sandstorm Trek Ethereal 1415, and look at that, 162% enhanced defense, 170 is perfect, and it also only gives 43 poison resist, but on helm my resists look like that, you know what I mean? And look at this, I've got 50 to resist. I'll take that off. Okay, I actually can't do that, but I do have a lot of resistances. Say I picked up this with 18 resists, you know, I barely dropped, so I'm capped, and I've got extra resist by about 15 extra resists on all. So I could potentially take damage, but like I said, I've got 4,500 life, so I don't usually die. And that's the boots that I wear. I only put them on so I would actually die less. I've got a Herald of Zakarim shield. The only reason this isn't upped is because the fact that when I think I run out of strength at some point. Yeah, because I was wearing Crown of Ages, but now I'm wearing a Zodded Shackle. Perfect, by the way, 211 defense with a Zod in it. That's the only reason I went for this one over the Bird Shackle, is because it really is a little bit better. It gives me lots of defense. But that's just my opinion. Most people would prefer to go for a 141 Bird Shackle, which is equally as good. Mara's Kaleidoscope, 30 AL resistances, really good amulet. It's the only one you should really consider using. The Seraph's Hymn is not that good. Plus this gives you the resistances like we talked about, and 5 to all attributes as a bonus. Enigma Dusk Shroud, this is because without any gear on, I have no up strength, you know what I mean? All the points on this build are with vitality, so I needed a sort of low strength requirement Enigma to start me off, and you know, Paladins start with 25 strength, and the only things I benefit from at that point are the torches. I've got a 2019 Paladin torch and a 1918 Annie with 8 experience gain. I'm not too bothered about the experience gain because I like my bots not to die, rather than, you know, they gain lots more experience with the 10% Annie, which isn't that much by the way, and they die more, so yes, that's better. I've got Heart of the Oak, perfect, 40 to all resistances. If there are other variable stats on it, then who knows if they're perfect, but you know, that's probably the only thing a Hammerdin should be using, unless you can get yourself a 6 Holy Hammer or whatever it's called. If you can get one of your 5 socketed things with all the Blessed Hammer, if you can get yourself, basically the only thing better than that would be a 5 socketed flail that has 5 to Blessed Hammer, and then you would put already, well, basically do that, you would have 2 to all Paladin skills and 3 to Blessed Hammer, and that's a great weapon with no sagas. Then you would put in your Call to Arms and that would give +1 to all skills, as well as a bunch of other stats which aren't really that important. Basically it gives you 6 to Blessed Hammer. It'll increase your max damage by about 1k, but with this build you're doing 13-14k anyway, which is more than enough to kill the monsters. For the offhand weapons, we've got a 661 CTA. I didn't really bother about getting the 664 because it's pointless. You never use Battle Cry. and it's basically battle orders you're wanting. Having 6 battle commands just lets it last for a bit longer, and if your bots, you know, taking a longer time to kill the enemies, then sometimes their battle command will run out before they're due to cast it again. So having a lot of battle command is actually a lot more helpful than you would believe. Not only does it give 1 to off skills, but it'll last a longer duration, as well as it'll up the duration of battle orders. And of course Spirit. The offhand Spirit shield doesn't have to be that special. I've got a 28 faster cast rate one, because it doesn't really matter, you only switch to it for a split second just to cast your buffs. That's really all you need it for. For the inventory, I've got my 2019 Torch already and the 1980 Nanny, and then I've just got a lot of 20 life small charms. This is just to boost my life. I could have put in my Pecomb lifers here, but they don't give as much life, and yes, they increase my damage, but it's rather pointless having high damage, like I said, because at 13k damage you pretty much kill anything anyway, and anything that wouldn't be killed is now like the second wave on Baal is now immune to the hammer, so the Pecomb lifers really don't do much for me. It's mainly life that you're after, because as a bot you'll be taking a lot of damage, and you'll be taking a lot more than you'll be dealing, put it that way. So really what you need is life, because you take more damage than what you deal, and it's not PvP, so this really counts. I've got some with mods: 15 defense, 7 fire resist, 20 defense, 24 defense, but it doesn't really, if I could get them all with different mods on it, that'd be even better, but it really is more important to fill your inventory up with 20 life SCs, and that'll be quite a good thing for most people, because a lot of people can't really afford the Pecomb lifers. So now let me just go off the mic for a while, and I'm going to show you how effective this damage is. I'm going to take myself to the Diablo place, and I'm going to show you how well it copes with the Diablo, and you'll be surprised how well it copes. I won't actually be fighting Diablo, I'm just going to run about the fortress and take some damage, and you'll see how efficient this build is. It really rarely dies. So let me show you that now. Like I said, the Merc is a tank. I could just walk about, and I mean, I rarely take any damage. You know what I mean? Like I went down to 4k there. That's nothing. 4.4 again. That's because I healed. I don't want to die or anything though. So like, if you look what I take, I do take some damage, but it goes down. You know, that's a lot of debuffs, that's a lot of fitness, so, you know, I think that'll pretty much conclude our tutorial. I'm going to take myself back to town. And the reason I've got keys in the inventory is because bots will always tend to buy keys, so if you want the minimum space, which is 8, so you can pick up any rare item, then you'll need to, you know, consider the room for keys. But, you know, like I said, you won't be doing the fighting, which I didn't actually say, but this is the kind of stuff they find, and it is true for most bots that this is why they're level 99. It's because, you know, when they get stuff like 4,500 life, they don't really die. Even I mean, standing in front of Baal with 18,000 defense, you know, the Doom Knights have only got 20% chance to hit you. That's why I went for defense on the Shackle instead of the damage reduced, because defense will stop you from getting hit altogether. It'll give you a higher chance for them to miss, whereas the damage reduced will, I mean, you'll always be hit, but you will just take less damage from each hit. So I put that into perspective, and because I've got a damage reduced anyway on my, you know, Enigma, and also on my Herald of Sacrum shield, I thought I might as well go for the defense. So really the only thing I'm looking for now on this guy is ethereal upped 200 enhanced defense Zod, I guess. Herald is Akron, but I'm not too fussed about it because I mean my character's gone this far. It's 98.5, and that's really nothing. You know what I mean? That's without a really amazing shield. But thanks for watching this review, and I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any questions, then I'll be happy to answer them. Just leave a comment below. Take care, guys. Bye.